My name is Stan Loutit. I'm the elected Grand Chief of the Mushkegowuk Territory, James and Hudson Bay, Northern Ontario. In the 1950s, the federal government constructed many mid-Canada line radar sites for the purpose of defending North America from enemy attack. A few years later, these sites were abandoned. Today, there's examples of hundreds and hundreds of barrels that are strewn all over the territory, some empty, some full, of various forms of petroleum. Heavy equipment, buildings, all with contaminants as asbestos, oils, petroleums, PCBs. When the Mushkegowuk Environmental Research Centre, an arm of the Mushkegowuk Council, conducted a review, they found PCBs in the food chain. This is scary. What is the danger to the people of this area and the wildlife and the vegetation of this area? The federal government has abandoned the environment of Northern Ontario. These sites are in an otherwise pristine environment where one of the largest provincial parks exists, the Polar Bear Provincial Park. Why is this allowed to happen? Out of sight, out of mind. The federal government has seen fit that they do not consider this to be a priority. Treasury Board could not consider this item to be a part of their agenda at a recent meeting. Now we are wondering, why does the government not care about the people, the animals, the wildlife, the environment of Northern Ontario? We want these sites cleaned up. We want these sites cleaned up now. We cannot wait any longer. We have waited 40 plus years. We don't want to wait another 40 years. Treasury Board, the federal government, needs to treat it as a priority, and we need to move forward in getting the environment the way it should be, the way the Creator meant it to be clean from any contaminants that are there. This would not happen in any other part of the country. And why is it allowed to happen here in Northern Ontario, in a provincial park? We use the lands as creeks. We harvest wildlife to sustain ourselves as people. There are many forms of vegetation that we use. Animals, caribou, migratory birds, polar bears are predominant in that area. And one can only guess the danger to their health of the wildlife there. This is a message to the federal government. Come to the table. Come and talk to us. We want those sites cleaned up. We have waited for far too long. Now is the time to take action. Please, for the future of the people of Ontario and the environment of this great province.